Don't hammer shit to the wall. Don't do that, guys. You're better people than that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in game number 3, starting over here at the bottom left side of Antigua Shipyard. We have Lucifron. Hit. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, somebody is just like whacking away, man, playing whack-a-mole with the wall. Okay, anyways, at the top right side of the map, representing himself, we got GL Snute. Oh, that is so just annoying. I'm gonna lose my mind during this cast. Just gonna like like you guys are gonna watch, just like all of a sudden in the middle of the cast, I'm just gonna like walk off, throw down the headset, and just like scream, "I've had enough." You're gonna hear through that wall, just like somebody just getting beat up. Yeah, no, I'm not like that. I'm more friendly. All right. So Lucifron starting over here. Looks like he's going to play standard, and with this type of map, CC first is actually pretty popular. Usually 14, 15 CC. A lot of times you'll see, especially when you know that your opponent is cross positions. You know, just that little extra walk time does affect games. This is a game of seconds, man. This is a game of seconds. Football, a game of inches, as I always say. StarCraft, a game of seconds, and economy. So, Snute basically going to be going with a 15 hatch unless he decides to really go for that hatch first. I mean, pool and then hatch first again, but I doubt he will do that at this time. Antigua, not one of those maps really known for double proxy barracks because it is fairly easily scoutable. And again, like I said, basically CC first going to be coming out from Lucifron, so no surprise there at all. 14 CC. And he's going to just basically play a standard macro game. And it is hard for a Zerg to put on any pressure, especially if they're going 15 hatch and no pool first. You can be a little bit of a pest. You can try to metagame just a tiny bit, try to throw down maybe a 10 pool and catch your opponent off guard. But for the most part, they should be able to hold off anyways. So it's more worth it to try to force a macro game on this map. And it's kind of, and I say that as a Terran a little bit too, because as a Zerg, Zergs don't like this map. If you haven't played this, this is a little bit of a rough map. Once basically the Terran gets control of the center of the map, it is very, very hard to get off of 3 base, and it is very hard to get control of the map again. So as we see, basically Snute getting a nice clean scout. Overlord would actually go down if this was a standard 1-Rax expand, but because it is a CC first, the barrack is a little bit later, so is the second one, so the Marines will not be able to get to that Overlord in time, gets a clean scout, and Snute is a happy camper right now. Meanwhile, Lucifron adding on orbitals, and I'm wondering what Snute does. This is actually something I wonder as in ZVT, sometimes the Zergs with the mentality, do they want to take a quick hatch or do they want to put on a lot of pressure on their opponent? As we see right now, Lucifron's actually going to be able to get a nice scout, and that's going to work into his favor. He's going to be able to check out, sees that gas has been taken, and basically he's going to be able to tell what's going on. Yeah, gas going to get retaken again. Some of the drones will get transferred, and there is actually a potential where this could be a really hard, heavy link counter. Definitely at some points in my games that I personally played, I've ran into Zergs that basically just kind of go 15 hatch, skimp out on some stuff, get speed, and then just like mass ling and try to get a big mass ling strike, get a big surround. Because honestly, without a nice big wall off, it is very hard to handle just mass ling attacks. I do like this though on the other side for Lucifron dropping over here a bunker, and he's going to get this wall off attached from the main ramp. Sometimes you do see Terrans do this with the natural ramp, but on this occasion, you know, he's seeing that speed has already been taken, so you don't want to take that risk. His scout has been killed, so he doesn't know really any more information. So who knows? I mean, he's just playing a little bit more defensive. Meanwhile, Snute working it really well, taking a nice little 5.5-minute third, if you want to call it, maybe a little bit later, but regardless, it is still going to be a really nice build. Going to play macro, and as long as Lucifron stays back defensively, this is going to go really in Snute's favor in the economic game. But here we go already. We do have the first pack of Hellions coming out. We have a tech lab on the barracks, so There we go. Stim has finally started. I was wondering, I'm like, what's taking him so long? And here we go. Actually, I really like this, guys. If you're watching, Lucifron throwing down a bunker on the backside here, just in case, again, a run by. See, this is the thing. With the vision that he's got, basically, whoops, did I click on vision? There we go. Basically, what Lucifron got a scout off, he just knows that there's a 15 hash, there's 100 gas that has been mined, and he stopped. So, basically, what he could prepare for is mass ling at worst at this moment. So that's why he's got the double bunker, just in case. But at this point, eventually, once he gets a little better scout with the Hellions, he's going to realize, oh crap, third has been taken. The Zerg deked me a little bit, but actually, with these two Hellions, he's actually going to be able to get some nice shots out because there's no defense here at all. And he's going to be able to roast some of these drones for free, and I am shocked that he's not trying to get in there and do a little bit more damage with these Hellions, maybe waiting for a couple more to help out. But this is actually such a great position for Lucifron. He should be able to just do so much damage. I mean, again, queens are queens, but one queen is not going to be able to tackle this 4 Hellions right away. 4 extra links are here in place, and plus another 10 are getting built. But if Lucifron gets in there right now, he should be able to still do quite a bit of damage. Lucifron, why are you not going? Oh my god, playing so defensive right now. It is absolutely killing me at the moment. And just kind of dancing in front of the creep right now. I can't. This is just driving me nuts. Come on, man. You can do it. You can roast those drones. You can do it. Oh, as a Terra player, that's so sad to watch. That's so sad to watch. Snute, meanwhile, finishing up his lair upgrade soon, getting a Spore Crawler again. A lot of the openers that you see from Terran include Banshees. He did get a little bit of an early scout, Snoop, but definitely not in place for a later scout, so doesn't know if he's opened up Hellion, Banshee, or if he's opening up just very standard. And because of that, he's definitely not going to be aware of this pack of Marine Marauders that are coming down his way. And this is just one of those things that's very, very hard to hold for Zerg. He does have Banelings, but with proper micro, Lucifron should be able to win this game basically just based off the fact that he's got such a good bio army in place. Now here we go. Here comes the Hellions. Has to be very careful to not get popped by all the Banelings. There we go. Doesn't lose any of the Hellions. And here we go. Good control right now by Lucifron. Micron back, and all of the Lings and Banelings have gotten roasted. Here we go, going into the natural, not even worrying about the third. One queen goes down, second queen will get focused down. And this is the awesome part, having Stim plus having this amount of Hellions. They really help you out. 46 Lings underway, which have a chance, but he's fighting in a choke right now, so huge mistake by Snute. He's got to go back, try to form some Banes, and basically by doing this, he's kind of forced GG, almost forced the GG out of himself. Reinforcements coming across the map. 2 Marauders are actually catching some of these Banelings that are getting morphed. In the main base, is anything getting morphed? No, only a few Lings around. And again, Spire has finished up, but Lucifron, Snute needs those defenses right now, and with Hellions, he's just not going to get those. Good splash, and he actually might be able to hold off after all, and didn't lose actually too many drones. As we look and see, a total of only 15 got killed, very replaceable, but already Snute going for a little bit of a counterattack, if you want to call it. Has to control a bit better too as well. Great positioning in the middle of the map. A lot of DPS getting soaked up by the Marine Marauders. Great control by the Hellions, getting a lot of damage on those Lings. And basically at this point, just needs to kind of sit back right over here, put a wall up, get those Hellions out, and help out with the defenses. And I'm honestly shocked that this game is actually still alive, and Lucifron was not able to do the amount of damage that he potentially could have. But here we go. Snute going for a big counterattack. Knows that because Lucifron literally used all of his units, he doesn't exactly have the mass economy and mass production that he should yet. Oh, factory getting finished up, but this will not finish in time. First siege tank coming out, but siege mode will not finish up before these Banelings could all roll in here. And here we go. Bunkers go down, supply depots go down, and heart of the swarm. Snute just basically going right into the heart of Lucifron's army. He's got Banelings. This is really going to hurt the economy rolling in here. And can he get a good shot off? Gets a few of these. and he's going to try to roll in and get another shot of these banelings. Oh, the carnage, the destruction by Snute. Beautiful counterattack by him. Though Lucifron again is not giving up. He's got 7 Marines underway, plus another tank just popped out. His 2 attack for his Marines plus siege 1 attack will get finished up, but at this point a lot of damage has been done. Creep is in his way for his 3rd base, so he can't put that down to help his economy, and this is just so rough. Good shot, pot shot, but again eventually these Lings will be able to just surround this tank right now. The Marines trying to help out, trying to take out the Lings, but again too little too late. So much damage, so much aggression, and again, basically Snute can just keep continually pressing and pushing the issue right now, keep producing Lings, but he's actually deciding to go into Infestors, which again is not a bad option. Pathogen lens is done, getting Infestors out, getting his hive, and just trying to finish this game off with a macro game, because he knows Lucifron really behind on his economy. Mineral patches are fairly mined out, and as long as he doesn't take his 3rd base, he's basically going to be able to bleed out the Terran player. This time Lucifron is a little bit more defensively. He said he's got a siege tank on the high ground. Lings are basically right now just going to probably go check around the map, or at least burrow themselves, make sure that Lucifron can't take any weird bases. And this is just really nice, very smart, not exactly high IQ play, but something every Zerg should be able to do and know to do. As we look and see, 3-3 upgrades are beginning for the Zerg for his melee units. Also, adrenal glands are getting started with Burrow. 12 more Lings are underway, and is he gonna go for Ultras, or is he gonna go for Greater Spire? But again, I don't see a Spire. I thought he was going to go for it. I guess he canceled it. And actually, I think he did cancel it. During the attack that Lucifron put on him with the Marine Marauder, hell, he actually was probably forced to cancel to get a little bit more economy back. And yeah, this is just not exactly the best position you want to be in as Lucifron. You're basically all in. At this point, you almost want to pull your SCV, send that Chi-Chi train across, get that support, and give yourself the best chance you can. Lots of Lings are getting grouped up in the middle of the map. As long as Banelings get more with the good ease of Infestors, this is just going to be so hard to handle. And look at all the fungals. Almost no amount of splits are going to be able to really help this out. Here we go, lots of Lings entering. They're going to actually just back up, wait for the Infestors to catch up, and once these Infestors join, it is going to be game over. Yeah, and here we go, Infestors burrowing in over here, first pack of Lings going across, and Snoot's actually not paying attention really closely, but again, these sneaky Infestors coming from the backside. Oh, this is going to be doing so much damage. Now, on the front, he's basically going to wait for just a tiny bit longer. We're going to actually pop up the screen. That way we don't lose the minimap. I was expecting an engagement, and oh, look at that. Beautiful play by Snute, actually dropping a crap ton of infested Terrans right in the main base, and Lucifron honestly cannot move out of his position right now. Yeah, this is just too overwhelming. 3rd game in a row. Just way too much, way too overwhelming, and Snute takes game 3 with a 3-0 lead right now. Wow.